Hi, loves. So, due to popular demand and interest in this topic, I am doing a part two to the How to Stop Attracting the Wrong Men video. So at this point, it's kind of like going to be a series. So what I want to give you in this video is some practical, like do right now things and some shifts in just how you're thinking about it that will help you as well. So yesterday we talked about the real underlying reason for why we tend to be attracting or really just attracted to the wrong kind of men. Today we're going to give some practical stuff that is related and not related to your love blueprint. So let's go through them. So number one, you want to shift your focus onto the things that you want versus focusing on what you don't want, right? So if you are going on dates with men and you're dating men and then they turn out to be the wrong men, if you continue to focus on all the things that are wrong, what's going to happen is that you are kind of training your brain to just be expecting more of that and looking for more of that. So what you want to do instead is to shift to focus on what is going well, what is working, what are improvements, what was a good thing that happened. So focus on how the date you had with the guy is something about it or something about him is closer to what you want, where there is improvement in what you're attracting or improvement just in you and how you're handling things and maybe how much quicker you're recognizing, oh, this guy is not available, he's not commitment ready, he is wrong for me. Any improvements, any good things, you want to be looking for those versus getting stuck in the just wrong, not working, right? So even if he's not the whole package, even if the experience wasn't awesome, what is something you can be like, okay, well, at least that's better, at least that's improving. So we're getting more of what we focus on because what you focus on is training your brain on what to look for. So with your reticular activating system, the part of your brain that helps you screen out irrelevant things and determine what is important and what you do notice and remember. So for example, I noticed this kind of function that our brain has when I was actually 11 years old, and I wanted to get my ears pierced. And this really interesting thing happened was I wanted it so badly, and before that, I had never noticed women who had earrings. I'd never thought about it, never noticed it, right? Like earrings, just not on my radar, right? My brain screened it out. It was irrelevant. But when I started wanting earrings, I suddenly saw earrings everywhere, pierced ears everywhere. It was the first thing I was noticing about someone. So that's kind of how our brain works. Whatever we're telling our brain is important, it will find more of for us. So if you want to attract a quality man, you want to focus on really honing in on what that is. What does that look like? And looking for that, thinking about that versus the wrong man, thinking about the right man and giving your attention to that, because then your brain is like, oh, that's important to her. Let me find that for her. Let me show her more. Number two, and this you need to do number one, is to get clarity on what it is that you want. I talked about this in the first video in this series and the importance of some things and the unimportance of other things. But you need to know what you're looking for, because otherwise your brain doesn't know what to find and focus on for you. So the more clear and specific you can be about the things that really matter, the better. Number three, you want to surround yourself with women who are expanders for you, women who have amazing relationships that you want, so you can normalize it for yourself, so you can see how it feels and what it looks like and see that it's possible for you. Training yourself again to be like, oh, that's what I can have, that's what to look for, that's what it feels like, right? Number four, look at the energy you are putting out. Is it in alignment with what you want? If you want a serious committed relationship, but you're dressing overly sexually, being super suggestive, you're not sending the right signal to men, right? So you're going to be attracting men who just want sex or want something casual, and they think you want that too, right? So are you putting out images and the language and the things that you're saying, is it clear where you're at, where you stand and what you want, or is it not? Are you communicating clearly, or are you pretending that you don't really want what you want. I did this in the past, pretending casual is okay, pretending his go with the flow kind of motto or attitude is how you feel when you don't, pretending not hearing from him for 2 weeks is cool, and when it's not, like, should you be dating that man anymore? Maybe you do need to have a conversation with him and let him know, like, this is what I'm looking for. Does it align? Are you being clear? Number 5, understand that the process of meeting the right man is going to be dating some of the wrong men, right? We all are going to date the wrong men before we meet the right one, most likely, unless you're super lucky and then you wouldn't be here, right? So you're going to meet a lot of the wrong men, and that's just part of the process, and so don't make it wrong. It's just how it works, right? Not everything that happens is your fault. Sometimes we can try to make ourselves at fault for everything that happens, and it's not always. Yes, there's the love blueprint stuff, and also some of it is like, I didn't really know that guy and I went on a date with him and I figured out he was wrong, right? So you're going to attract all kinds of men because that's just what happens. And you're not going to know if someone's real intentions are for what you want or not right away. He might not even know. And this is why we do need to slow ourselves down, because he's still trying to figure out if you're the one. And you should be trying to figure that out too in the beginning. He also might present one way in the beginning, and then you realize over time, a few weeks in or a few months in, that he's not actually what you had thought and built up in your mind. Or he freaks out, he gets triggered, avoidant tendencies come up. And that's just a part of what happens in dating, because dating is really about sorting through men to figure out, is this man right or not right? And there will be not right men that you date, because there's, you're only going to end up with one at the end. So the skill is getting quicker at identifying the signs that he's not right. The skill is not putting all your eggs in one basket and getting ahead of yourself with the man. The skill is not early attaching to someone, making up a fantasy of who they are and the relationship you have or could have before you've actually known him long enough to see what is real. The skill is not attaching so much to what someone says, but observing over time what they do. And the skill is understanding that a relationship is built over time. Trust is built over time. So the question is, why am I rushing things? Why are you in scarcity or desperation? What's actually behind that? And doing the inner work on the beliefs and the parts of you that are leading how you date in a way that isn't healthy for you. Ghosting is part of what happens. There are people out there that don't have great communication skills, who are uncomfortable with confrontation. Maybe they think they're doing the nice thing. And so try not to take it so personally and make it mean so much about yourself. That's really important. And if you want support through this process, the High Value Woman Mastermind group coaching program with one-on-one is open for enrollment. We start the end of February. You will get access to the pre-materials right away. You'll be able to schedule your one-on-one calls. You will get a private Facebook group. You're going to get 5 months of calls with a group, very small, intimate group of women, for everything that comes up, helping you heal, navigate triggers, shifting out of anxiety, raising your confidence and self-worth, understanding just how to navigate dating effectively and with so much less stress and anxiety and overworking and pushing and forcing and making it happen, being able to lean back into your worth, into your power, into your knowing. There are video modules covering inner work and healing, navigating emotions, self-worth, self-love, using online dating so much better, communication with men, boundaries, dealing with your attachment style triggers and fears, uncovering and remapping your love blueprint, recognizing and knowing what the green flags and red flags are, and being able to stop self-sabotage, and so much more. So if you'd like to explore joining, if you have questions, you want to schedule a consultation call to see if the program's a fit for you, then send me a message and I will get you whatever it is that you need. I also have 2 spots open in my one-on-one 6-month private coaching, so message me if you are interested in that and would like to explore that, or both and are not sure which one. So my inbox is open for you if you would like to explore this with me. All right, So I'm going to sign off. Hi, Lynn. Bye, ladies.